Bam! C-Rizzle! Hey now. Hello everybody, my name is C-Royd. Maybe you've heard of me. I make Street Fighter videos. Let's get right into it. This is the D.E.D option select. I'm not even going to explain what it is. I'm just going to explain how it works. If you are a Ken player or a Chun-Li player, you are in luck. You know why? They can land supers with like every button, all 6 buttons. I'm going to teach you one more way of guaranteeing whether a super is going to land or not with somewhat 100% certainty. With the D.E.D option select, you have to make sure that you are always below 1 meter. There's a very specific amount of meter that you have to have. The previous video we talked about meter gain. If I hit you with the move, you get more meter, then I get more meter than if you blocked it or parried it. That is the key we're going to focus on. That stand for your super, it was an immediate cancel, but it wasn't random. The reason is because I made sure that I had the amount of meter just shy of 1 meter, so that if I hit you, it would give me enough supers. See, that's too much. In that situation, Ken should have done a low forward super, because a block fierce put him over the top. A low forward wouldn't have put him over the top. Does that make sense? I really hope it does. You have to go back to training mode and test out how much meter you're gaining and stuff. Let's pretend, we'll do this by numbers. Let's say Ken has 90% full of meter. 90% of 1 meter. Let's pretend that if Ken hits you with a stand fierce, then that will give him 100% meter, or even 101. Okay? In other words, Ken hitting you will give you 1 full meter, at least. So again, starting from 90%, let's pretend that if you blocked the stand fierce, Ken only has 95% meter. Either way, Ken is going to do the fierce and cancel it into the super, knowing that at 95% if you block it, or 95% if you parry it, the super won't come out. It is relatively safe. But if you get hit by the stand fierce, you eat the super. That's what the option select is. Option 1, super comes out because I hit you with it. Option number 2, super doesn't come out because you blocked or parried it. The bad one is option number 3, where the fierce hits you, but you did a move on your wake up that puts you in the air. Then my super is just going to whiff. That's the bad option. Hopefully that never happens to you. Chun-Li and Ken are the best characters to do this with. We're going to learn why Ryu and Dudley are examples of characters you don't want to do this with. So Chun-Li has more than 1 meter. You have to make sure that you're not going to do option select D.E.D in this case. Now she's gotten rid of some meter. Back fierce gave her over the top meter, and she cancels in the super. Alright, now we're going to get rid of some more meter. 8. Back fierce, super. This dummy, this Hugo training dummy, is on random block, by the way. And again, this is the reason why the previous video was on meter gaining. Haha! See? C-Royd's got your back. Got your back, man. Us Canadians are so nice. So nice. Alright, come on, Chun-Li, get some more meter. Alright, around here, back fierce into super should give enough meter, low forward does not. So Chun should have done back fierce, or she should have done low forward without canceling into super. Alright. Sorry, either one would have been fine. What am I thinking? She could have canceled the super either way. And if it doesn't come out for the low forward, then whatever. So that time Chun-Li had too much meter. That was obviously on purpose, because she had like 99% meter. Ryu cannot do D.E.D successfully 100% of the time. You can try it, and if you were to try it, you would get the super, and you might think, oh, D.E.D does work for Ryu. But it's not necessarily true, because Ryu has a Shoryu that uses the punch, and that's the same button that Chun-Li and Ken's super uses. So if you think that you did a D.E.D, that's excellent. You probably did. But every now and then, you're going to do a stand fierce or low forward into super, and you're going to get a Shoryu. Or even worse, you're going to waste meter and get an EX Shoryu if you're the type that uses multiple button presses for your supers. So I just wanted to point that out. The reason why people like Ryu and Dudley cannot do D.E.D very well is because of other moves that will come out that will interfere with the option select. Ken and Chun-Li don't have any moves that are fireball with kick, uppercut with kick, or double fireball with kick except for the super. The only option after the stand fierce with Ken or the back fierce with Chun-Li, if you were to buffer in the super motion, is the super. With Ryu, Dudley, it's the uppercut. With Sean, it's the uppercut. Now, this would be a completely different story if Ryu's supers were done with kick, because Ryu doesn't have any fireball kick moves. He has like a half circle, but he doesn't have any fireball or double fireball or uppercut with kick moves, so it'd be perfectly fine. Dudley does not have a fireball kick move, he has a half circle kick move, so if Dudley's supers were all kicks, then he could use those as well. So a big part of D.E.D is a character that doesn't have any like fireball or quarter circle fireball moves that are shared with the super. I hope that makes sense. Now, of course, if it's not like a double fireball super, then I mean, it's third strike. They pretty much all are, except for like the grabs, right? So there's no problems there in third strike. I hope everyone's understanding this. Keep an eye on Ken's meter here. Tell me and try to guess whether it's option select. I mean, whether it's proper D.E.D meter amount. The first thing you have to consider is, how much meter do I have? When you figure that out, you're next going to figure out, okay, well, will the fierce give me over the top meter? Or will the low forward give me enough meter? Or maybe both. The fierce gives more meter than the low forward. So sometimes you could be 95% full, and then a back fierce puts you at 101. And then at 95% full, when you do a low forward, it puts you at 99. So you kind of have to know. So again, since it's option select, you could still do the low forward. I mean, when you get that high level of Yomi, then you might play someone and think, okay, well he's gonna go for D.E.D, so I'm gonna parry high because I know he's gonna do stand fierce, and he might just do low forward, thinking that you know he's gonna do D.E.D. You know, it's one of those stupid, you know, one-up scenarios. All right, but games would be boring if we knew 100% of the time what the other person was gonna do. That's like Street Fighter 4 stuff, right? Because you know what he's gonna do. Because the Street Fighter 4 option selects are just, they're kind of weird, you know, safe jumps and safe knockdown. I mean, safe jump ins and stuff. It's weird. Safe shore use. That's the weirdest part. All right. So again, tell me whether the Chun-Li or Ken has enough meter. Come on, Chun-Li, get some meter. And it's not always successful. Now, do you think this is too much, too little? See, it would have been too much for a back fierce, but it was perfect for a low forward. Get rid of some meter, get rid of some more meter. Alright, so try to figure it out here. Keep an eye on Chun-Li's meter. Just keep an eye on Chun-Li's meter here. Now that looks like it's enough, but it's actually too much, I think. Yeah! Alright, come on Chun-Li. What do you guys think, fans at home? Alright, I messed up. Get rid of some meter. What am I doing? Get rid of some meter. There we go. Ah. Now that you guys are paying attention to her meter, you might have figured it out, how D.E.D works. If it doesn't sound that advanced to you, that means I'm explaining it relatively well. Because this is actually really advanced stuff. Because you have to look closely at the meter. Alright? And it's one of those things where you won't figure out unless someone does it to you. No one really figured out D&D on its own in North America. D.E.D, I said D&D. Alright, I hope you found that cool. Next video is going to be my interview with Ski Sonic. Third Strike Online Edition coming out in a couple days. So, subscribe at RoydRoydRoyd.